Hey, everybody. You moved for whatever reason to follow a dream, to move to your dream home, to move to a warmer location, to downsize, a new job. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing about moving in your 50s and 60s that nobody is really prepared for. That is when you move in your 50s and 60s, you're going to be like the new kid on the block because everybody at that new location, in that new location, already has friends. They're already established, and you're going to be the new kid on the block, and staying connected is going to be difficult. Making new friends is going to be harder than you might think. I remember a woman telling my husband and I when we were visiting the area where we now live to make sure that our relationship is solid. She had asked us how we felt about one another, if we were in a solid relationship, because she was telling us this because she had moved to where we're living and she was having difficulty making friends, and that she wanted us to know that we might have to spend a lot of time with each other, that we might have to spend a lot of time with our spouse. So if you have moved and feel like you've been ghosted by your friends, the ones that you thought were going to be your friends for life, and you're struggling to find somebody in your new community, in your new town, that's more than just an acquaintance, you're not alone in this. Many, many of us experience this same thing. And I know that you guys are interested in this. So today I'm going to talk about why the traditional advice to just get out there, is failing us. And I discovered another strategy that actually should help us build a community. Why just joining groups doesn't work. We've all heard it. Join a group, volunteer, just get out there. Okay. But for many of us, especially my fellow introverts, these activities are nice for chatting it up with people, right? But rarely help us make any lasting connections. Okay. We're standing there making small talk about the weather, whatever, what town we moved from. And then you kind of realize I really don't have that much in common with these people other than my age. Your old friends had proximity, time, and energy. You saw them at work and kids' activities for many, many years. And you can't replace that with 1 hour bingo night or some sort of free seminar. And for the introverts watching, the pressure to be popular can be exhausting. And you don't want 100 acquaintances. You just want one person, one or two people, one person that really gets you. So now I want to talk about the shared mission. So what's the fix? It's shifting our focus. Stop looking for friends and start looking for a mission. A mission is a project, a cause, a specific task. When we have a mission, the social part happens in the background. When you're not staring at each other trying to think of something to say, you're looking at the thing that you're trying to build on. You're looking at the project. I see this in our community all the time. One viewer mentioned that his wife found her entire tribe not by hanging out by, but heading up a local birding group. She had a reason to call the people. She had a specific goal. And for her husband, who was the introvert in all of this, he found his place by being the tech man, by being tech support for the events. So he had a job, a mission, and that made his social anxiety disappear. So how do you find your mission? How do you do this? Don't just join the hiking group, okay? Offer to map out the new trail. Don't just go to the neighborhood meeting, but volunteer for the community garden. Do some hands-on tech work for the local charity. Look for something that uses your skills that you spent, 40 years building. If you were an accountant, for example, maybe you could do the books for a nonprofit. If you were a teacher, maybe you could mentor a younger person. When you provide value, you become essential. And when you are essential, this is when the real connections form, okay? Because we are sharing a mutual experience. The brutal truth is that relationships in retirement don't come easily for some of us. We need to work on them. We need to develop them. And if we stop trying to force the friendship and start focusing on the mission, hopefully we can look up in 6 months and realize that we don't have just acquaintances anymore, but we actually have a network of people with common interest. Personally, I struggle with this. After many years, I only have acquaintances. I haven't found a mission project. Frankly, I haven't tried very hard. I'm all talk and no action. Although I could say that this YouTube channel is a mission, and I do appreciate getting to know you guys and receiving your comments and the connection that I do have in this community. So what's your mission going to be? Have you found a project that's helped you connect, or are you still searching? Drop a comment below and let's brainstorm together. Here's a related video you'll enjoy. I retired and moved, and people hate me. I reminisce about an experience that I had when I moved to a new neighborhood. And please check out the other retirement-related videos I have on this channel. I have tips on how to retire earlier, why it's a super smart strategy to take your Social Security benefits at 62, health and relationship topics, as well as you being able to find all of that on my website, rebelretirement.com. Please check out Just-in-Time Retirement. It is a method where you eliminate waste, then adopt a continuous improvement mindset, and that helps you free up your resources to fund your retirement. Please like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. I'm Marlene with Rebel Retirement, and I'll see you next time.